All right, we're back with the top four. Brandon, undefeated with his Holy Grail deck, versus Marty with a surprising Evil Stun deck, makes it to top four in the last seed. Here, we're going to see what happens. Also, we have Zay versus Justin in the top four as well. Evil versus Evil.
I'm going to keep. Alrighty.
Both players will keep their hand with no mulligan.
For my first move, I shall rally Bone Mac the Vile Jackal for 5.
Rallies Bone Mac off the
and I
bat.
will pass turn at 5 Imperium.
Not a very strong play. Arcog or Cpassley is a much better opener. But I don't know what he has in his hand. Hopefully a way to protect that, or at least an apple. Oh, Pavana, deadly counter to Bone Mac. If that goes through, he's in serious trouble, but I doubt it will be.
For Candle.
Candle. That's one way to do it. And if Bone Mac vanquishes that Pavana, Brandon will not have any Forgotten Coin targets.
I will attempt to seven, 8, 9 attack. Effect.
Attack goes through, tries to vanquish, but Brandon chains body. And that's going to be good. No apple, unfortunately, to get the ultimate plus.
Church is good.
Sword.
Sword is good. Yeah.
Yep, there's the Forgotten Coin. Gets a Pavana. That's why that Bone Mac would have been so good to vanquish it.
On rally, I will Dark Cube.
Renee comes out met with an immediate Dark Cube. So his options are Arcog or Ghost. He will get the Arcog. Dark Cube putting in a lot of work in this tournament.
That is so risky.
Just so good against Renee. You immediately get the Arcog, and you really have to get your Arcogs out early and Evil to win. If you don't see any Arcogs, good chance you're going to lose. And those Dark Cubes just ensure. Oh, wow, he plays a second one. That is insane. Goes for the Ghost so he can get some draws off of Renee, but she's at 6. So he's going to have to rally some other soldiers to try and get over her. And I'm sure Brandon has defense. He's sitting on 3 Imperium. Divine is free because he has Church. Let's see what Marty does.
Let's see. I will 5, 6, 7 attack into.
He's gonna have to sleep it.
One for sleep.
Sleep goes through.
Okay.
And effect is good. Wow, I'm surprised Brandon didn't have any way to stop that.
I will
Maybe.
5.
Maybe he just let it go through because he doesn't want a Kulsu drop or something.
8 or 9 Imperium.
But that's pretty surprising.
Soren is good.
Although he did have to waste the sleep to get that draw.
Yeah, that's good.
Ancient Coin gives Brandon another free draw. When will he make his move? Pavana again.
I will spend 5 on rally to Dark Cube.
Another Dark Cube. The third one comes out. That is just nasty. Getting all of his most powerful soldiers rallied directly from his deck. Every time Brandon tries to rally a soldier.
Allow it.
And Brandon just lets everything go through. I have no idea what's in his hand, but it's seemingly pretty weak at this point. I just saw a body there. He could attack, body. That'll put him dangerously low. I think Brandon's in bad shape here. He doesn't run Godfrey, so no way to replenish. Best he could really do is hit the ghost and sleep an Arcog.
Team attacking a ghost.
Team attack into ghost. I will attempt to negate.
And he does have it.
I will respond for one to Apple.
And Marty uses Apple, which will allow him to get a +1, cause a replay, but he can use his other Arcog to negate Pavana now. So he basically negated the sleeping potion.
Can I check your board?
Yeah.
You saw Brandon has that body, so he can destroy another soldier. I think he has a sleeping too. He might just have to use everything. Oh no, he's at 2. He uses Candle instead of Arcog. That's... I don't know about that. I mean, he was worried about body, but you would put Brandon at 0. And if he does body, you can use the Arcog in your cemetery again. But maybe he doesn't have any soldiers and he really needed that guy alive. No, he has CPAC.
5.
Body comes out from Brandon.
Yep. 10, 11, 12. Attack.
Everything to Pavana and that ghost putting in a lot of work. 2 draws so far. Malicious Ghost was one of the top performers in this tournament. He is just too strong. Only a 4 cost, 5 strength, and can keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Most evil decks running 2 or 3 of them.
Yep.
Second Pavana coin coming out from Brandon. Gets Pavana again a second time. And every time he plays this Pavana, he's dropping dangerously low on Imperium, which is putting him in tough positions.
Negate on the field. Sleeping is...
Sleeping comes out, and that's where that Candle would have been amazing. Oh, and he plays Blade of the Champion, too. And it's good.
I will respond to the effect. Blade effect is good.
So both Pavana and Blade activate, but Pavana will get bodied. And with Blade, he could get Forgotten Coin again and just keep recycling that Pavana. Yes, he does. So Brandon has 3 cards in hand, and Martin will draw to his 4th with that Arcog on the field and 1 in the cemetery.
0.
Pretty close game because Brandon has Blade of the Champion, the tournament prize card, and if he gets any more procs off that...
Rally Zog the Fiendish.
Oh, he brings out Zog Theron, his signature card.
11, 12, 13. 10.
Every time Zog destroys a soldier, he gets a permanent +3 strength.
And then
But he is weak to destructive effects. He's not a floater. He can't block. He doesn't really have any defense built into him. But I have seen one get up to about 15 strength before it got destroyed. Running over greater beings and stuff.
sounds good. Yep.
Forgotten Coin for Renee this time. Not the Pavana. Does he have another sleeping for the Arcog? Chains on Arcog.
Attempt to Arcog in the grid.
Okay, he chains Arcog, but he did not have a body for that to proc his Blade again. And those Arcogs in the cemetery are going to stop Blade from procking a lot.
6, 7. Attacking the Renee. Okay.
Renee uses her effect to stay alive.
I will spend 5. and Rally Bone Mac.
Ooh, Bone Mac. That's a really threatening card because no more Renee. Like Brandon's deck relies on Renee's, and if you vanquish them and he can't get them back with Forgotten Coins, oh, Adriel comes out, and it's good. Marty only has 3 cards.
15,
18 pump, so I'll take 16. Alright.
Big dog Adriel. And Brandon has 2 Imperium 2 to defend it. That might be game. How is Martin going to get over that big Adriel? Rarest card in the game.
Destruction.
Destroys your opponent's whole field of soldiers.
Meets Murmur.
Wow.
The Grand Duke of Hell.
And Martin brings out Murmur, the Grand Duke of Hell, going to 0 with no replenish. If Brandon has any defense, this game is over.
That means I only take 1 health, right?
Right.
And it's good.
And it's on you.
Murmur running over Adriel. That was amazing. Murmur has made it to the top 4, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really surprised Brandon had no defense for that Murmur. If he had Divine or Sleeping, it was over. But he burned a lot of his defense on those Arcogs. Ooh, Amulet discarding Forgotten Coin, one of the strongest combos in this game. You get both a spell and a soldier of your choice from the cemetery. Extremely broken. But those cards can be cloggy sometimes. Trying to attack into Murmur, but I don't think he has enough. 9, 10, 11, 12. He does not have enough. Murmur is a big 14. Needs to rally a Renee or a Dorn, maybe. And he just passes, so
Draw for turn.
I don't know what his plan is. It looks like he has Contradict Body in his hand, so he's going to make Murmur use his effect and then body him.
Spend 4 and rally Urson the Treasure Meister.
That's a good rally, because if Murmur gets bodied, he'll at least get to draw 2.
Go to 0.
Wow, and see Pasley. There's the body. And Martin goes to 0, but he gets +1 here. And he still has that Murmur alive, and he can replenish.
Urson in the Grave. And then I will attack. Yeah, 15, so 15 to 8. 6. Yeah.
Murmur's effect activates, doing piercing damage.
And then I'll enter in at 4 Imperium.
And he's got 4 Imperium to defend Murmur. That's scary. That is very, very scary for Brandon. What is he going to do to get rid of that Murmur? Honestly, I think he could have used the body on the Murmur when it killed Adriel, but he didn't do it for some reason. He really should have there. I'm pretty sure I saw him flash it in his hand. And he's not able to proc that Blade of the Champion because Murmur is just too big. Defended by an Arcog in the cemetery and 4 Imperium.
Soren's good.
Discards Brandon, meaning Dorn is coming probably. He's going for draw power. Maybe he doesn't have the Dorn yet. Oh, and he goes to Chains Murmur. You got a Candle or a Contradict? No! Murmur, no!
I'll just 3, 4.
He's at 3. You just have to pump it. No, you just have to pump it. You just have to pump it. That was a complete waste of sleeping.
Draw.
So far in this duel, he's wasted candle and sleeping.
10. Spend 4. Urzen. Spend 6.
Spastly comes out. That should destroy his token.
Pump.
He pumps it so it doesn't die.
3. 7, 10, 13. 14. Tap. Alright.
And that's game. Wow, Martin takes game 1. Unbelievable. Murmur, the Grand Duke of Hell, putting in work, taking out Adriel with a big punch. And now we're going into game 2. Brandon, the undefeated Holy player, losing game 1 in top 4.
I already mulliganed, right? Did I? No. No, I didn't. I'm on mulligan this one.
I'll draw for turn and wait.
Martin's going to go for the mulligan. In the background, they're talking about playing poker for Demon Rush packs, which we ended up doing later this night. We went to my house, lit up the poker table with a box of packs, and it was hilarious and fun. Everybody had a blast. These players just love Demon Rush so much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sword.
Soren is good.
Discard. Tortoise.
Yep.
Tortoise turn 1.
Corby's is good.
Going into the cemetery, that card just gives you infinite pluses all game. It's a free discard every single turn. You can discard it with Amulet to get a free spell and then get the tortoise back, and then use Soren and discard the tortoise and then get it back.
Spend
And
4 and rally Urzen the Treasure Meister.
just so insanely
I
good,
will
the tortoise.
attack for 5.
So Martin rallies Urzen and attacks
I will
without another soldier, so he's going to try and protect this Urzen, or he has an apple in his hand, and he's going to wait for Brandon to use his Imperium on a soldier to try and attack it before he apples. And there's that tortoise getting another +1. Brandon will just keep doing this all game to essentially be drawing 2 to 3 cards a turn. And Brandon does not have an answer for the Urzen, so
I will
probably has a lot of defense in his hand.
spend 5 to rally Arcog, the Shield Demon.
Yep, there's the chains, but that will allow Martin to sack it and get a +1 back.
I will attempt to spend 1 to Apple. I will spend 2 to control that.
Oh, huge chain play here. He can still sack with Urzen, but is it worth it? When it got chains, is that another contradict? Really wants that apple off. And Martin had double contradict apple, Urzen, Arcog. What a hand, dude. Oh my gosh, and Brandon plays the third divine. That is disgusting.
What in the world of chains?
That was one of the biggest response links I have ever seen in Demon Rush. That was crazy. Triple divine and a chains. Each player using 4 to 5 links.
You got all 3 Archives, you can do it.
Crazy. But he did get his draws.
Archives, man, I couldn't do nothing. It just comes down to get the Archives. He didn't even dark cube him, he just drew them. You should be proud of yourself. Fuck, I fucking... That's such a good hand. Yeah. I was good at that. That was a good game.
So Martin has 4 cards in hand. Brandon just he's okay burning his defense because he's got the coins, he's got the tortoise for free discards, and it's kind of what Brandon does. He kind of burns all his defense on you early, trying to make you match him, which you kind of have to. And then once you're out of resources, he starts dropping Dorn into Brandon and just chunking you for half your health.
Fucking pass.
But he's passing. He can't put any damage on the board.
That's the only thing I hate about Evil.
And he did make Martin waste his Urzen, though.
Like, our cogs in their maze, it's like, we get those first.
I will.
And you can see Brandon has a full hand of defense. I see a sleeping and a body.
Arcog, the shield demon. And then I will attempt to attack for 7.
But Martin not having that apple and 2 contradicts gone is going to really hurt
End
him.
my turn.
At the same time, there's no divines left in Brandon's deck, and that's a pretty big piece of information. Oh, Zadkiel comes out.
1 for sleep.
Sleeping. Oh, man. If he drops Kolsu here, it's over.
Draw.
But I don't think Martin runs him.
We have 0. We have 0, no church.
What are you going to do? You need a Bone Mac or a Pasley. Or double Ghost would be disgusting.
0, no church. Zero, no church. 4, Urzen. 4, Ghost.
Oh, is that enough?
10, 13,
14, just
15,
enough.
Attack.
Beautiful. Gets the draw.
Okay.
And he can sack. Oh, and he just drew an apple too. Beautiful. That's so good for Martin. Keeps the Urzen chilling there. So if Brandon wants to stop the sack.
Stop recording, damn it.
Oh, is that Adriel? Oh my gosh, Zadkiel and then Adriel.
Adriel.
Well, even if he doesn't have a response, he does have the Urzen to draw 2. He doesn't really lose too much. The Ghost already replaced himself. Now he can sack and apple and draw 4 cards. Might as well. Brandon's at 0.
Okay. I am going to activate Urzen with Arcog, and I will change to Urzen's effect Apple on Ghost.
Nice. 4 cards. Martin draws 4 cards to Adriel.
2, 3. Oh! You know what that card is? 4.
So excited. He drops a card. But Adriel is very big and
It should be 3, right? Not 4. Did you pay your one?
Oh, yeah. I will take the smack for 13.
takes a big hit, but this is crazy. Is Brandon about to lose here?
Draw.
If Martin can just get some damage on the board, I wish I wouldn't. Looks like Brandon's at 20 health, so I doubt Martin can put that out in one turn, but
Because I didn't have a fucking misplay. It was just.
how can he get rid of the Adriel? Does he run
literally
chains?
Played our cog, and then next turn drew another one.
As soon
And
as
next
I
turn
drew
drew
the
another
arc, I knew
one.
it was over.
He drew all 3, and I didn't get
I had a
any.
body sitting in my hand.
Same shit happened to me last year.
He does have a chains.
Yeah, I was like,
So 2 angels down
And
for
then we were top
Brandon.
deck racing, and I drew another draw thief and
And
back.
Martin has that Urzen too, so going up to 9. He's in a really good position here. He has a huge hand
Pass.
and a live Arcog in his cemetery. So in a very good position.
All right. I will pass turn 3 Imperial.
Brandon dangerously low on health now. Has to make a big play and get rid of the Pasley in the same turn. It's going to be difficult.
Yep.
So you could play Dorn, Body, Pasley, get Brandon, and hopefully Martin can't stop it. I'm not really sure what else he can do here. Could
Play tortoise for 1. Body.
Tortoise Body. Pasley activates to destroy Tortoise. And he has no response, no contradict. I guess he used 2 of them earlier this game, so. No candle.
Pass.
Brandon can't do any damage. So this is a really good opportunity to play Ghost or Bomac. Really good opportunity.
I will. Spend 6 and rally. See pass.
Oh, double body for double C Pasley. Now he could. Oh, he's at. He could Exodus the Tortoise and keep his C Pasley alive.
Going to keep him on the field. I guess.
Oh, you could Exodus. You can Exodus.
You got that. Enter at full Imperium.
Oh, I think he has Exodus in his hand. That would have been a great opportunity. Yep. So, if he removes the C Pasley target, then C Pasley's no longer activating, meaning body fizzles, and he chooses to keep his Imperium for Draw Thief instead. He does get the draw going to 1. There's the Dorn. No response from Marty. But if he had kept his C Pasley out, Dorn and Tortoise would have died, and then he could have blocked Brandon with Arcog in his cemetery, and then killed it next turn.
13 and 2.
13. Pump. I'll take 11.
Okay.
Leave it be at 6.
And then Brandon.
Attempt to Arcog. Okay.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, he does have an Exodus. He missed that play with his C Pasley. I think he could have won this game.
I'm going to
Dark Cube on Brandon. Probably get another C Pasley. This is an extremely close game. He does get the C Pasley, and Brandon doesn't look like he has a response, so that will kill his Tortoise, but not his Dorn.
And then
Is that Cosmic Energy in his hand?
so he's at 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's Cosmic or Exodus.
3. He's at 3. He's at 3. I'm going to spend 4, go to 1, rally Ghost, and then Ghost will attack Door.
Goes for the draw
Draw.
with the Ghost. Oh, he drew into a candle. That's actually huge.
He's at 9. 7, 8, 9. Enter at 1.
But allows Brandon to stay on the field, and I feel like the player Brandon, who the card is modeled after, is going to do something crazy here. Once you have a big Brandon, oh no, Forgotten into Dorn. What does he have in his cemetery to get though?
Brandon and a Ghost.
Ghost to kill Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
Change to Pass.
Change to Pasley.
Wait, don't you have a candle? I thought Martin had a candle. Maybe he has a sleeping and he's saving it for the Dorn.
That's your son.
Yep.
No Arcogs left, no Urzins left. But again, that one big play with the C Pasley body with Tortoise out, if Martin would have Exodused the Tortoise, body would have fizzled. And then he could have stopped Brandon, and then he could have killed him on the next turn, I think. But if he had a candle in his hand there and he didn't use it on that C. Pasley, that's not very good.
Let us.
Can't tell if he has one. Looks like he has a sleeping, but that won't stop chains. He does have a Chains of Destruction in his hand he could use to... Oh, it's Cosmic. But Cosmic would have worked too. Because if he would have activated Cosmic in response to the body on his C. Pasley, Cosmic would resolve first, destroying Tortoise. That means body, C. Pasley would not be activating anymore.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah, it would have been even better than Exodus.
And I will pass turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things most people don't realize about Cosmic Energy is that you can use it as a response on your own turn. And it's very strong that way. If they use Apple of Eden, you can respond with Cosmic Energy and they won't get the draw. And Cosmic is a very cheap way.
I will.
Oh, he's going to use Chains and then Brandon's going to play Dorn and it's going to be
I
over.
will attempt to.
Does he have an Arcog? Oh, he does have Arcog.
I'll play Dorn. Target, I think it's just Tortoise.
This Tortoise. That's 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, Brandon also triggers.
Oh yeah. Exodus the Dawn. Contradict.
Oh, I guess it was Exodus or not Cosmic. Either way,
Yep.
that massive opening 9-chain response link. Martin was in a really good position. I feel like he could have won that game. I feel like he really could have won that game, but that was tough. Brandon had a lot of answers. He did start off very slow, but he did drop.
Not gonna lie, I think Marty had that one.
Justin's saying the same thing. He thinks Marty had it. Maybe a misplay or two there. That would have been crazy if Brandon got 2-0'd by the bottom seed.
It depends when Brandon drew that contradict. If he drew it on the next... Brandon, on that turn, did you draw a contradict?
Top pick on.
Yeah, Brandon, yeah.
Martin had him.
Chains and you had Witchcraft.
I had Candle in my hand. For Brandon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you had Candle. Yeah.
They're gonna be up
Going into game 3 here, though.
And Exodus last.
Was a crazy game. I mean, Martin's deck's actually looking really good here.
He would have had to blow his hand and hope that with the Candle would have...
That Adriel into Urzen and Apple drawing 4 cards off of Adriel was just crazy.
Can you bring my camera over here now? Hopefully it's got enough charge for the final game.
Especially after winning game 1 by smashing Adriel with Murmur. Martin looking threatening here, but I think that one little misplay cost him the game with the Exodus.
How did this guy beat me? This guy doesn't even know math.
Oh, no, it's not even enough. Damn it. That's so unfortunate. Well, it's on here, right? Yeah. I'll charge it. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, it's on me. Draw. Okay. I will spend 5, rally, Archon, Demon, and I will pass turn.
This guy beat me.
Standard opening evil play, Arcog pass.
This guy beat me.
But guess what?
Ancient Coin is good.
But I mean, that's what kills me is that this dummy, which doesn't understand what's going on in the tournament.
Ancient Coin is good, Prayer Beads is good, no Draw Thief. I think against Holy decks that run 3 Ancient Coin, 3 Prayer Beads, you have to side in 3 Draw Thief.
Constellation top 2.
Chains comes out, but no Apple for Martin. Doesn't look like his opening hand's that great. Has a bunch of bodies, a bunch of defense, but
Spend 6, rally, see passing.
Oh no problem at all. Here. Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Exodus is good.
Exodus comes out,
Poke you for one.
There you go.
Okay.
You got the 4x4.
but he still gets to keep his Seapasley as a big butt on the field.
Dude, we should recreate the video.
Brandon's deck just has so much defense. It's insane. Seemingly always has an answer.
Yeah, that's good.
And he just burns it because he
Double ancient coin Perby.
draws so much that he just,
That's what he did to me.
even if he loses trades, he replaces all of his cards so quickly.
Tortoise for free.
Plays Tortoise for free.
Spend 3 for Renee.
Exodus Renee. Divines is Renee, gonna play it again for just 1, and then he's gonna run over CPAC.
Pass.
Oh, wait, didn't he have an Arcog? Doesn't want to use it. Hope he has a Ghost or something here. Or Dark Cube.
5 to Dark Cube Renee.
Okay, he has Dark Cube, that's good. Do you get Ghost or Arcog here? I'd probably get Ghost and run over... Oh, you could use it on Renee, Pumper to 7, and then get Bomac and vanquish his Tortoise. That would actually be really strong. But draw power is good too here, especially if he
attack Renee.
he's
1, 2, 3, 4.
he's gonna go for the Renee and sleep it.
Sleep him. Okay. Pump. So I'll take 4. Right.
Yep.
But Ghost gets slept.
4. So
Is he gonna be able to
4, and
protect
then-
that Ghost? If he can't, he's gonna be in serious trouble. Shuffles his cemetery around, revealing his Arcog. By the way, you're not supposed to change the order. You're never supposed to change the order of your cemetery.
Sorin.
It seems he was actually just doing a favor to Brandon to remind him he had an Arcog there, but
Arcog.
because usually people forget if you have one deep in your cemetery.
Okay.
You can Exodus a Renee here. Goes for sleep instead.
Effect.
Oh, and he gets the draw. Very nice, Marty. So he sleeps a Renee, so the Tortoise crashes in, and he gets a free draw to replace the sleep.
Because these are both live. Exodus.
And he had Exodus.
Yeah, you should be at 2, Marty. You didn't pay for sleeping. I was about to say
Oh, I
that.
didn't.
You were at 2.
You were
Okay.
at 2, yeah.
Okay,
Exodus
that's
costs
fine.
3, though.
Okay, then that's fine.
Okay, forgets to do his Imperium, can't use that Exodus.
All right.
Which-
So then 5, 6, 7 attack.
This probably has a sleeping potion here. Get another draw off Ghost. Man, Ghost is just so good.
Rush.
I'll sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep Ghost.
Sleeping Ghost.
Why didn't Brandon sleep Rush and then the Ghost would have crashed into Renee? So you should probably pump before you even attack so that this doesn't happen.
Last year was 10,000.
Or you could team attack and just don't pump until damage calculation. Because sleeping cannot be used in damage calculation to stop an attack. So if you say attack, pump, rush, you're kind of screwing yourself there, allowing your opponent to sleep whatever's the bigger threat in that attack.
Crash.
Take another 4.
But I'm really surprised Marty misplayed pumping his rush and Brandon misplayed sleeping rush instead of ghost, because the ghost would have died there.
Pass turn.
Pay 3 for Tortoise.
Damn, Brandon has no hand. That's very rare to see. That's extremely rare to see Brandon down on cards. But Martin uses a sleep. He doesn't.
Effect.
He doesn't want Brandon to get a draw into defense. Brandon playing the third Renee. Well, he doesn't have any defense, but
Exodus that one.
Oh, nice. So he's going to get another draw here off the ghost, guaranteed.
6, 7. Pumping rush. Effect.
Ooh, draws contradict, and he has candle. And I don't know what his last card is, but man, the ghost is just putting in ungodly amounts of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brandon gets another plus for free. Keeps going for that Arcog. Really doesn't want to use his Arcog effect. Instead goes to Candle.
This is where it's supposed to be both getting it, though.
I mean, he's worried about body, I guess.
Church.
Nicely contradicts the church there. That's actually really strong. Because he still has the Arcog effect live now. And can block the attack. Brandon cannot get through that Arcog.
Okay.
Did he draw another ghost?
Pump the.
Yeah, you can't
Pump
without
the-
using Arcog.
Arcog. 6 attack into that.
Brandon allows it to die, so the ghost won't be able to get a draw.
We will.
Very close game here.
We will team attack into this one. Okay. Enter.
So I was able to get rid of one Renee, but no free draws because Brandon knows. Here he goes, getting all of his pluses back after he lost so much. That's one of the craziest things about this Holy deck. You can get him down to 0 cards, and all it takes is one top deck into Forgotten Coin or something, and he can just completely recover. But he still cannot get over that Arcog, which means he's going to have to let another Renee die here so the ghost doesn't draw.
Attack.
Chains comes out on Arcog. No candle or apple from Marty here.
Shit. Team attack. 6 into Renee.
Will he sleep here or play another soldier?
Real quick.
He's worried about something. I'm not really sure what. Worried about contradict, maybe. It's probably his last sleeping, and he doesn't want his last defense in his hand, and he doesn't want to waste it. But I'd probably do it. Get rid of the Renee, draw a card, and you have Arcog to protect yourself.
This is game round play right here.
Oh, he goes for it. What is that, Murmur?
Attack.
I can't see what it is. It is Murmur. Attack went through, but effect got bodied. If Brandon drops Adriel, it's going to be nasty here.
Say what?
You don't have a dice on your inferior.
Good to want to play them.
Brandon dropping a 0, but getting his full combo out. Jork off the top gets Dorn. Dorn gets Brandon. That's an insane amount of damage. One of the most incredible combos in this game. Jork into Dorn, Dorn into Brandon. Costs all 10 Imperium, but look how much damage that is. That's even without Church. That's like 10 plus 4 plus 3, 17 plus 7. 24 damage for one card. And Brandon should be at 0 here. If
Brandon into for 10.
10, 7, 17. Yeah.
Stacking Brandon.
That's fine.
think
I will pump. I'll take 8.
I don't know how he's going to clear this board, though. Renee and Brandon are very threatening together.
Yep.
For another
5.
Okay, Brandon just fixed his Imperium. I was about to say, if he plays defense, I might have to give the title belt to Martin.
Rally Ghost. Attack into.
Can kill the Jork here. Get a draw. Needs something big, though. He's only at 1, and
Brandon's gonna time him up.
sword.
Yeah.
all Brandon needs here is a Forgotten Coin or another Dorn.
Arcog and Grave.
And he's going to body the Arcog, making the Ghost die. Candle would have been really nice there.
Alright, that's time, so turn 0. 0, 1, 2, 3.
Incredible game between these two guys. So back and forth.
Yeah, it's 3
The whole match has been crazy.
0,
You got 6 or 9?
3.
For
Health.
9.
Okay. Mine looks like 6.
Okay.
What can Martin do here?
Okay.
Dark Cube on Renee. Contradict. That's going to be brutal for Martin. What does he have in his hand? Oh, he has an apple. He needed a soldier so badly.
Sword.
And I can see Brandon has a Divine in his hand. That's probably game. Discards Amulet. Plays Church again.
Big 3 for Tortoise.
And does he have enough for game here with Tortoise? He might. 5, 11, 12, 13 damage if he plays the Tortoise.
Good fucking game, bro.
Wow. Incredible match. I can't believe Martin. I really think Martin could have taken game 2 and 2-0'd Brandon. I think a tiny misplay there when he had Exodus, not using it to protect his C. Pasley, cost him the match. We could have had Martin in the finals, but Zay beat Justin, which means our finals for day 1 is going to be Brandon versus Zay, Holy versus Evil rematch, just like the first national tournament.